The nomination exercise for those running for members of parliament kicked off. In Koboko, 5 candidates out of 15 who were issued nomination forms were nominated. This includes Dr. Charles Ayume, NRM flag bearer for Koboko Municipality, Ate Sharifa Taban, incumbent woman MP running as independent, Ropani Sauda, NRM flag bearer for woman MP, Asiku Eliasi, and Dr. Musa Noah.
Well, I'm here to be nominated as the official flag bearer of the Mighty Party, that's the NRM party, to contest for the position of Member of Parliament, Koboko Municipality. If I go by the NRM manifesto and the phrase protecting the gains, I think we have gained a lot in the last 5 years. And as an individual, as a district, as a municipality, but also as a party over the last 40 years. So mine is to join the team of the various NRM cadres, including His Excellency the President, in ensuring that we protect the gains. And there are so many gains. For the people of West Nile, for the people of Koboko, the number one, of course, is peace. The sustained peace that we're enjoying has to be protected. The issue of roads, the issue of rural connectivity of electricity, now we're on the national grid, the issue of water, the issue of education, our university in Muni, the issue of household incomes. We now have to move away from that hangover that we are northern Uganda, we are being left behind. No, a lot has been done by this government in terms of the pillars of economic growth. We now have them. And I told you number one was peace, number two was electricity, three was water, and so forth. Education, literacy levels are improving. So now it's incumbent upon us to look into the issue of household incomes. As a region, we don't have that cash crop that can spur that growth. Most regions have, you have sugar cane in Busoga, in parts of Bunyoro, you have coffee in Buganda, you have the cattle in the cattle corridor, and so forth. So I would want to call upon not only the people of Koboko, but the people of West Nile, because with the numbers, if we are to take on a crop like coffee, like cocoa, then it's easy to woo investors to come here and set up factories to process some of these crops. The issue of youth unemployment is not only a problem of Koboko municipality, but it's a national issue. And I think there are a number of initiatives that are being employed by government to address the issue of youth unemployment. We have had, the government has tried to put skilling hubs at sub-regional level, and the one for West Nile is in Zombo. As I speak, 40 youth this financial year from Koboko have gone to Zombo for skilling. We have Koboko Technical Institute, and I am happy that government has replied to a letter I wrote that they should come and take over Koboko Technical Institute. And the First Lady was here. We put it in our memorandum. When we wrote to the President, there was a long list of issues that we included in that letter. So if Ministry of Education takes it up, it means more teachers, more tutors, more equipment, and more infrastructure, which means the youth of Koboko will be able to be skilled. We don't have to go to Moyo Technical Institute, to Yumbe Technical Institute. But I would also want to tell the people of Koboko that when our youth are skilled, the certificates you get, the diplomas you get, you're able now to go into South Sudan and present them there and get jobs. Whether it is in mining, whether it's being a driver, whether it is being a clinic officer, a health worker, this opportunity of us being a border district should not be taken for granted. And I think it is one way of externalization of labor, but the labor has to be. So do not change a very good midwife, because now the head is at the introitus. It is coming out. There's a lot we still have to achieve. There are a number of projects, the central market that is coming up under MATIP, the infrastructure development of the municipality under USMID. So there is a lot. So please let us walk this journey together. It is not only my journey, it is your journey. Your destiny, your future is in your hands. You change a midwife, you know the repercussions. Thank you.
I want to first of all thank the EC. They have been intimidated even in my presence, but they proved to be an independent electoral commission. The intimidation did not get to them, and I've been duly nominated as a candidate under the Koboko district representative seat. So I'm very happy. I want to thank the EC. I want to thank the people of Koboko so much for the love. So I'm duly nominated, and I'm so grateful to Allah. I want to thank God for this day. It has not been easy. Is Koboko Hospital. Barifa is not yet completed. Our education system is still having gap. Right now, my girls and my boys are at home. Once we give our children any gap, teenage pregnancy becomes a problem, and my boys will lose track. I need to keep them in school, and not all my parents can afford private education. I need my government to do something about it. I have to go back and bridge that gap. I have a gap in social services of my people. I have a project of cocoa and coffee that I need to promote in the district. Just around the project, I haven't yet done that. There are so many things that I've not yet done, and I pledge to my people that all I need is their support. I have full trust in the Electoral Commission, and I know this process will be legit, and it will be best and serve the interests of the people of Koboko. Education, infrastructure, socio-economic development. I'm talking about my women groups that need some more education, because sometimes they're going into borrowing money without really understanding the interests and other things that they need. So I need to give them more knowledge. I need to give them more, also empower them myself as a woman MP. I need to look at the youth groups. Some of them are going astray. We need to put them back in line. We know West Nile, our percentage on education is very low. We are trying to level up with other districts. So those are my priorities as a woman MP. For Koboko, you have trusted me once, and I didn't disappoint. I might not perform 100%, but I did my best. Give me time. All I need is time. Give me your support, and I promise I don't disappoint. You know Ate doesn't lie, and Ate never disappoints. And our issues down here, and those are my priorities to work on. I understand my people, what they need and what they want. I am not going there to drive flashy cars because I think I've driven one car for 5 years. I'm not going there to get money for myself. Whatever I get from there, I always bring it down here. And these people here know.
Working with the youth over the years, I understand the fact that many of our young people have not gone to school. Or others have gone to school but have not been able to complete to the level of acquiring a skill that can be able to support them to get employed, or for them to create their own employment. Therefore, the first thing that I want to do is to ensure that the youth who have missed out of school are able to go to technical schools. The government already has the hubs, the technical skilling hubs. I want to go and lobby for one to be within our region, at least if not in Koboko. We should get a skilling hub. And then when the youth are skilled there, I also want to ensure that the government is able to understand that without a startup kit, that training is nothing. I also want to ensure that the government policy of having, at least in each of the counties, a technical school, I want to see it implemented. Because these young people, when they are skilled, they can be able to get employed. But then, it starts from the lower level. I want to ensure that our children are able to go to school. Regardless of poverty, there is the universal primary education. I want to ensure that I'm able to sensitize our people of the importance of school, so that they can send their children at least up to primary 7, which is free. And then you see that from senior 1 up to senior 6, the government also, the program is also free education. The only missing link is that the monies that the government is providing or contributing to the school fees of these students is too small. You find that now the schools end up charging extra, which sometimes the parents do not afford. Therefore, the first thing is for me to bring the ministry down to the community to understand how much actually government should contribute in form of school fees, so that the parent role is only to provide scholastic materials and also to provide food for these children. But as of now, some of the parents cannot manage to raise the 10,000 which is extra to be paid to the schools. So I want to ensure that the education system that we have is good. I want to ensure that the government is able to respond to its commitments if it is university education. If we are talking of quota system, how can we support all the districts to students to pass and get to the relevant courses? We want to see that from Koboko, a child is able to do medicine because they have studied in our rural schools. And that is the intention of the NRM government. The NRM government wants to see equity among all, not only the people who are in urban centers. Therefore, I'm going to follow up with the government to ensure that every sub-county has a government-aided secondary school, so that the students don't walk a long distances. They can be able to study within their sub-counties. And with that, the literacy rates will go high. And when the literacy rates are high, we know that deaths at labor will reduce, because the women will exactly know what to do. They will know that there is need to attend antenatal services. They will know that it is time to take the child for immunization. We know that when a mother is literate, the family will prevent many of the sicknesses, the diseases. They will be able to prevent, and that's what the government of Uganda is moving to. We want to ensure that we are able to prevent rather than curing at the hospitals. Prevention, when it's done, the cases are reduced. Thank you so much. Sauda is the only candidate.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to take this moment to talk to you, the press. I am here for nomination. Actually, I have already been nominated. This nomination has come at a time when it is very humbling, because you remember I was a member of parliament. I did the flag, and after the flag, during the general elections, I was defeated. But what I know is that it was through a fraudulent system. And even during the primary elections, what happened in Koboko was regrettable. And the people decided that we should go as independent. And that's why my symbol is a table. A table is my symbol. And it symbolizes, as you know, a table is multi-purpose. You can serve food on it, tea on it, you bring people together in it. That is the community I'm trying to create in Koboko North. That people can come together, sit at a table, discuss, resolve issues, plan how to develop. That's my symbol, and that's what I'm committed to do. I'm happy that I have been duly nominated, and what happens next is to try to convince those still doubting that Ethical could not be their representative in parliament, to try to put a program to that I am actually the most suitable candidate. Okay, given my performance when I was a member of parliament, several things happened. People know them. I don't have to convince them. But I'm going to appeal to those who are still doubting that they should actually join me, so that we work together as a community to develop Koboko North and indeed Koboko District. and Uganda at large.
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Musa Noah, Member of Parliament, Koboko North. I'm the flag bearer for Koboko North constituency for 2026-2031. I have just been nominated, currently now I'm a candidate for the position of Member of Parliament, Koboko North constituency. I want to take this chance to thank my party, National Resistance Movement, the chairman of the party, and I want to thank the DEC, the District Executive Committee of National Resistance Movement, for everything they have done to put everything together that this nomination is a success. I want to thank my agent, the proposer and the nominator, my official agent, and all those who endorsed my candidature. I want to thank them very much. This is really a vote of confidence in me by people of Koboko North. I have been their leader for the last 5 years, and they have seen my track record, and they felt it fit that I should be given another mandate. That's why during the primary election, they decided to vote for me so that I can continue to serve them. And it's not just about a fund that they are giving me this mandate. They are giving it for a reason. And this is what we are going to do. We are going to focus to do. As a National Resistance Movement, the party has already put a manifesto which we are going to preach to the people. After that, if they give us the mandate, we are going to see how to actualize the key development agendas put in the manifesto into real life of the people of Koboko North and people of this country. As most of you have heard during the president's campaign in Koboko district, we say we are protecting the gains, what we have achieved as a government in the last 30 or so years. And we want to have a qualitative leap so that we can move the country to middle income. If you look at Koboko district, generally, we can say that the party, the government has done a lot for us in this will now link West Nile all around from that side of Pakwach up to Ayume with the tarmac road. The only challenge we are going to have as a region is the section from Nebi, Pakwach, and then Uvura. And when you look at in the district, in our local roads, all the roads are motorable throughout the year. With the funding from government of 1 billion per year, we are able to maintain all our roads. The only challenge we are having is the bridges, and that is going to be the key issues in my next term. We have in Koboko district, we have a number of bridges, but Koboko constituency specifically, we have 3 critical bridges: Coach Bridge, Key Bridge, and then Coach. These are the bridges for which we are going to advocate that the government should. Coach Bridge has already been taken by ministry, is being designed for steel bridge. They are going to put a steel bridge on that bridge. We have 2 bridges that have been considered for steel bridges in Koboko district. We have Sinyani Bridge, and then we have Coach Bridge. That's why people need to give me the mandate so that I can follow this project. So we believe our situation of roads and bridges in the district is going to improve. And when we talk about health services, the health services in the district have improved. Koboko North has been upgraded, but the only challenge we are now left with is the staffing and the medicines and supply. In my next term, I'm going to work very hard to see that Ministry of Health provides districts additional resources so that staff can really be recruited for our health facilities. Then another key thing is the education institutions, education services in the district. We are going to work hard to see that the schools are renovated, teachers are recruited, and the issues of salary for teachers, that's going to be key in our agenda in the next Kisanja. We are going to put government on task to see that they implement the minimum wage, the collective bargaining which teachers had with the association of teachers had with the government. We are going to see that the government implement it in phased manner as agreed by both the government and the teachers union. These issues of strikes, every year you see teachers having strike. We want to see that it ends. That's one of the areas we are going to work on. We're also going to advocate for the renovation of the institutions. Secondary schools, primary schools, we need these schools renovated. And as you are aware, because of the backlog from COVID-19, we have very many children in school and the classrooms are not adequate. We are going to advocate for expansion of the school education infrastructure. Government should be able to give us more classrooms in some of the schools. And then the key thing for the government now is for people to come out of poverty. This development we are talking about cannot help households if people are still poor. I'm going to make sure that I play my role of oversight. One of the cardinal roles of Member of Parliament, oversight. I'm going to make sure that I do oversight of the wealth funds that are coming to the districts, starting with the PDM. I'll make sure that the beneficiaries get the money and they use it correctly. In yoga funds, women empowerment funds, youth livelihood funds, all these wealth funds which the government is sending to the district. I'm going to be very keen to see that these funds go to the right beneficiaries and they are using it for the intended purpose, so that we can address the question of household income. So this is going to be one of my critical tasks that I'm going to focus on.
Aleya Shubahia, Laita TV News.